Whether or not you're staying in a hotel room, an Airbnb, or a cruise cabin, there are certain things that you're going to want to check out right when you check in, just to make sure that you and your family are going to be happy, healthy, and safe in your room. My husband and I travel a lot, so we've had some experiences and have uncovered some kind of lesser known things that we think we want to share with you. At the end, we're going to share something that is not, thank God, from our personal experience, but something that we definitely consider now when we check in and check out our room. So let's get started. First of all, when you get into your room, see if there are any places to plug in your phone. If there are USB ports in lights or in the wall by the desk, go ahead and plug something into them right away. Now, it may look like that thing is charging. Make sure the battery indicator on your device, your phone, your iPad, your computer is actually going up, because sometimes it doesn't. And what can happen is you wake up for your big day, your big excursions, your tours, your big travel day, and your phone's dead. So you really want to make sure that works. And worse, if you've got a flight the next day, you really want to make sure that you've got power for your phone and your alarm. Next, be sure to check out the locks on the windows and the doors. Now that includes your patio door as well. Something can be inadvertently or intentionally left open, and you want to be sure that everything is locked up. Now, if you have a balcony or an outside patio that might connect to somebody else, make sure those doors are locked too. Actually physically go push on them. What happened to us was apparently they had cleaned the cruise balcony areas, and they must have unlocked the doors in between the various balconies, and ours got left unlocked. Well, that's not only unsafe, but what happened is in the middle of the night, the wind caught it and it just started bashing the side of the ship, pretty much waking everybody up. We had to call maintenance in the middle of the night. So do go ahead and check that and just be sure it's locked up tight. Speaking of locks, you're also going to want to check your front door. And if it's the kind of door that requires a little pull when you leave it to latch it, make a note of that and do that. And if it's really, really not wanting to close, I would go ahead and alert management, because what can happen is, which is what happened to us, is we actually came back to the room and the cleaning crew did not give it the extra pull. So it was a little bit open. Now, thankfully, we got there right after they had cleaned the room, but we learned you need to go ahead and report that kind of thing so they can fix it, or if nothing else, for liability reasons. Speaking of safety, you're going to want to be sure that before you've even left on your trip, that you have prepared your home for vacation. You want to be sure that when you come back, your home is as lovely and perfect as it was when you left. I've got a video on that I'm going to link to in the description underneath this video. When you check into your room, you're also going to want to check your water. So check your shower and check your tub. Make sure the water gets warm. Make sure it turns off and on easily and doesn't drip. You might want to also check if you bathe or you bathe your children. Make sure that the stopper works in the bathtub as well. There could be some pretty quick baths. You may also want to check the part of the plumbing that switches from shower to bathing, because sometimes those don't work or sometimes they stick. I know we had an occasion where it required some kind of special jimmying to make it switch from the shower to the bath. And not that that's a deal breaker, but it's just not what you paid for. So find out what that is ahead of time and get that fixed. You're also going to want to check your AC, your heat, and any appliances that you might be using. For instance, if you've got a coffee maker, make sure it works. It really stinks in the morning to wake up and find out that your coffee maker doesn't work. It might pay, if that's important to you, to give it a quick check. And I hate to bring this up, this did not happen to us, but you're going to want to check for bed bugs. Now, although this didn't happen to us, I have been reading a lot about it because I was going to talk about it in a video like this. And I will tell you that on the plane to where we were just recently traveling to, I'm 95% sure there was a bed bug. I know what they look like. I'm going to put one on the screen right now. They are flat and they're about the size of an apple seed when they're an adult. And there it was on the screen in front of me on the plane. Now I hurried and I killed it. I didn't think twice about it. I didn't take a picture or anything to show you or show anybody, but I'm pretty sure that was a bed bug. They're really traveling all over the place right now. I know you're thinking that you're staying somewhere amazing. The clientele there wouldn't have bed bugs. Well, bed bugs don't know clientele. They like fabric, upholstery, wood. So be sure when you get to your room to check for bed bugs. So here's a quick way to check, and you can also Google it. There's a lot of good information out there. First, you're going to need the light on your phone or a little flashlight. Just pull up the covers on the side of the bed, pull off the sheets. And now in our case on our cruise ship, for instance, and many nice hotels will have mattress and casings, in which case nothing is getting in or getting out of those. But where you don't have that, be sure to take a look around the edges. As soon as you turn on that light, if anything moves, you want to tell management right away. Just stop right there and have them send somebody and get another room. If you don't see anything, just kind of continue to look around the edges, make sure there's no little dots and nothing that seems suspicious to you. You can also take a little credit card and run it along the sides, even around your headboard or any furniture that you might be concerned about. So hopefully when you checked into your room, you put your luggage, either you kept it out in the hall or you put it into your bathroom, maybe even in the bath, where you can keep it until you've done all these checks. You just want to be sure that everything is okay before you unpack and get comfy in your room. Now, I'm sure these things are not happening to you and everything is going to be awesome, but better safe than sorry, right? If you've got comments and if you enjoy these travel tips and if this has been helpful for you at all, please be sure to hit subscribe and the little notification bell so that you can learn more about our travel tips, travel hacks, like this video that's showing right now. If you have things that you do when you check into your hotel room, please be sure to put them in the comments so that others can learn from them as well. Thanks and safe travels.